Poor Skarloey had been feeling under the weather. Ever since he returned from England, he had been struggling to steam properly. Some days he felt fine, other days he couldn't get started in the morning, so the other engines had to take his trains. While Sir Handel, Pete, Sam and Rusty were very understanding of poor Skarloey's problems and helped out with no fuss, Duncan was never happy when he had to fill in for Skarloey. No, Skarloey again.
Why do you think I'm here?
Poor engine. I do feel sorry for him.
Feel sorry for him? What about me? I'm the one who has to fill in for Skarloey. I'm overworked.
You need to be more understanding of Skarloey's problems, Duncan. It's not his fault he can't pull his trains. He can't help it. I should know. I struggled steaming a while back, but ever since my overhaul, I've been a different engine.
Well, Skarloey did have an overhaul and now he comes back and he still doesn't work.
Well, I'm sure with
I
time.
don't want to hear about it.
And Duncan left in a hurry. The next day, Skarloey was having difficulties again.
I can't understand it. Everything seems to be in order. Better take you to the works to have a better look. Duncan, I'm sure will be happy to take your morning train.
Duncan will not be happy to take the morning train. Find someone else.
Come along, Duncan. Think of the passengers.
Stuff the passengers.
Duncan, how can you say that? Imagine what Reneus would say if he heard you now.
I don't care. I'm not taking the train.
I would go, but I've got to take the maintenance train out in 12 minutes.
No, I'll take the train myself.
You are taking no train. Rusty is shunting you to the works now.
Mr. Hugh, I haven't got the train until later. I'll take Skarloey's train for him. He'd do the same for me.
Thank you, Sir Handel.
Yes, thank you, Sir Handel. I'll repay the favour when I'm able.
So Sir Handel took Skarloey's train for the rest of the day, while Skarloey sat in the works, being looked over to see what could be done about his steaming problems. Unfortunately, this wasn't possible to be finished by the next morning, and Skarloey's trains needed to be taken.
Duncan, I was told by Mr. Hugh of your awful rudeness, so as a result, you will be doing yours and Skarloey's work until he returns.
What? This isn't fair.
It is fair, Duncan, very fair indeed. Now get moving before I sell you for scrap iron.
Duncan didn't like the sound of that, so quickly left to collect his train. However, the weather had taken a turn, and the rushing water of the river left Reneus Bridge in a disastrous position, but Duncan didn't know this, and raced onto the bridge just as it started to sink under his weight.
Oh no, help!
Meanwhile at the works, Skarloey was getting ready to leave the works after Mr. Hugh had finished Skarloey's repairs.
Wow, I feel great, Mr. Hugh.
That's good to hear, Skarloey. So, we fitted a brick arch in your firebox and a cloud truck cowl on your blast pipe. This should help you steam up better in the mornings.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome, Old Faithful. Now, go and take a nice run.
Oh, I will. Oh my, Duncan.
Skarloey, help me please. I'm slipping.
Well, it looks too risky, old boy. That river will take us all along with it.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, so come on.
Later on, Duncan spoke to Skarloey.
I'm sorry, Skarloey. I shouldn't have been so rude about you. Today, you really were the hero everyone claims you to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Duncan. Shame about the bridge. Well, I'm sure it can be repaired in good time.
Before or after Peter Sam's special funnel arrives?
Before, with any doubt.
There's been a washout near the tunnel. The track bed has been swept away. We must repair the damage immediately.
Come on then,